I'd like to greet our colleagues from IPS, Oxfam, and CDO who are organizing this very interesting event. And I thank you for the opportunity for sharing my thoughts about this very important set of themes associated with the strategies to preserve and increase support for global sustainable development and the role of the media into that. Let me first say that I'm deeply convinced that we need to implement serious actions towards changing the current pattern of development. This is simply not sustainable. And here is me giving a perspective from the Amazon, as I speak from Manaus, from the headquarters of the Amazonas Sustainable Foundation. I also would like to share with you a sense of hope. I think there is a trend which is very encouraging, which is a trend to change behavior of peoples at all levels, from corporations to local communities. And we only need the support of all actors, including the media, to make that happen faster and more dramatically, because we need dramatic changes in the current process of development. Let me share with you one idea, that in order to save the rainforest, in order to mitigate global climate change, we have to create a value for standing forests so as to discourage deforestation. People don't deforest because they're stupid, ignorant, or irrational, or dishonest. People deforest because of an economic rationality. And also other factors such as social and cultural do play an important part. But it's mostly an economic driven behavior. So we have to make forests more valuable. And in this regard, there is a very interesting achievement that I'd like to share with you, which just happened last week, which was the first certification of forest carbon from avoided deforestation. This happened in a reserve in Amazonas with 589,000 hectares, the Juma Reserve, which was certified by TÜV from Germany according to the principles of CCDA, Climate, Community, and Biodiversity Alliance. And this was very important because for the first time in the history of Brazil, we had the methodology to quantify carbon from avoided deforestation examined through the most rigorous criteria that we have at the moment, and we have passed all the key challenges: baseline, additionality, leakage, permanence. All of these issues have been dealt successfully. So now there is no excuse not to include forest carbon in the next commitment period of Kyoto, post-2012. And on the basis of that, we are also able to make another achievement, which was a contract with Marriott Hotels, through which Marriott is investing $2 million in this Juma Reserve, and is also inviting its guests to offset their carbon emissions on $1 per night basis. So they have 500,000 rooms with 80% occupancy on average. So we will have a great chance of increasing the funding and invest that in the protection of that particular reserve. More important than the reserve itself is the significance of that, showing that forest carbon can be measured, and we can have partnerships with institutions such as Marriott and deliver that through a very advanced and sophisticated system to pay local communities for the environmental services they produce. And this is the Bolsa Floresta program, which pays families on a cash payment, and second, we invest in income generation, and third, we invest in social programs, and fourth, we invest in social organizations, so that just like what happens in Bangladesh with the Grameen Bank that has social control, we have the same social control for the commitments of these communities for zero deforestation. So this Bolsa Floresta program, in addition or in conjunction with this certification of CCBA with the agreement with Mary, I think they give us a light and a sense of hope that we can have a new phase for the Kyoto Protocol. We can have forest carbon included into that, and I think the media can play a very important role, because we have to convince people around the world across all different levels of the society, especially at the corporate level, that corporations make a decision to have their social responsibility investments associated with programs such as this, and also influence policymakers in the international arena, so that we have a more favorable attitude towards forests. There is no sense in having forests outside of the next commitment period of Kyoto. So I would like to share with you not only this practical experience, but also this strategic view that in order to promote global sustainability, in order to avoid and mitigate global climate change, we have a venue, and the venue is to expand the success story that we have in Amazonas, and have that not only replicated, but simply giving inspirations to people in other parts of the world, so that we can combine reduction of deforestation with poverty alleviation throughout the world. Thank you very much.